In August of 2016, the National Collegiate Athletic Association, or better known as the NCAA, approved a proposal that allowed schools and conferences to implement the video replay rule in baseball's regular season starting in the spring of 2017. While the proposal was approved for regular season play in August, replay has been used for experimental purposes at the College World Series since 2012. It has also been used at the Super Regionals for the past 2 years. What the NCAA decided upon was very similar to what Major League Baseball did in 2014, which was expand what could be reviewed when time was called. In this instance for college baseball, replay was just being introduced. The NCAA decided what plays and situations could and could not be reviewed. Plays that could be reviewed include if home runs are fair or foul, spectator interference plays, and deciding if a player should be ejected for a collision. Unlike Major League Baseball, however, plays such as tag plays and plays at first cannot be reviewed. While replay is in its infancy for college baseball, it was found that the most reviewed plays in the MLB were, you guessed it, tag plays and bang-bang plays at first. Of all calls that forced Major League umpires to go under the hood, 51% of them were reversed, and those reversals were on Major League umpires. My intent is not to discredit umpires that work college baseball games. However, if replay is being instituted, why not use replay for plays that are reviewed the most on the big league level? There could be a few explanations for this. For one, pace of play came up in discussions for the NCAA. Most recently, we've heard pace of play as an issue for Major League Baseball, and MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has taken the issue under his wing, and it's one he is trying to solve. Manfred was quoted in February as saying that pace of play is an issue we need to be focused on, and the we there is players, owners, umpires, everyone who is invested in this game. Manfred's proposed solution was a 2-minute pitch clock. He decided the best place to test his idea was in the minor leagues. To test his solution, Manfred implemented the clock into AA and AAA levels. The pitch clock dropped the average time of games 16 minutes in the AAA International League from 2014 to 2015. And in the AAA Pacific Coast League, it made games an average 13 minutes shorter than the previous season's games. Could a pitch clock be introduced to college baseball anytime soon? Probably not. Pace of play has not come up as a major issue to the NCAA, so that will be left untouched. Another possible reason for the NCAA not wanting to allow replays for tag plays and plays at first is because they still want to leave discretion up to the umpires. The umpires are human and do make mistakes, but at the same time, going to replay for the smallest of plays break the natural ebb and flow of a baseball game. Unlike Major League Baseball, college teams do not have someone in a replay booth watching every play, telling the manager or coach to challenge a play. It is purely a decision that has to be made in the moment by the coaches. It is also very possible that not every school could afford replay technology. Ben Brownlee, who is on the NCAA Playing Rules Oversight Panel, explained that very topic. We made it permissive so that it was not restricting it to only Division I, Brownlee said. If Division II and Division III are able to broadcast and have an angle and a feed that they can put on field level, Division II or Division III can use replay. That's one of the reasons plays at the plate were included, Brownlee added, referencing review of home plate calls. We felt even if a Division III team that has a static high home plate cam, that could have a good view for the umpire to replay a play at the plate, and a scoring play is a very impactful play in the game. Being able to review that is something we wanted to make available to everybody. We must remember that ultimately, the result of a baseball game is still left up to a human behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. So why was replay introduced to college baseball in the first place? The increased number of games being put on television and the fact that there were conferences that requested it every year for the playoffs, Brownlee said. Really, it was just putting the experimental rule into the regular season. The NCAA will continue to review and improve the replay system, but schools must commit to using it in order for the NCAA to get enough data to allow corrections to be made for the betterment and effectiveness of the system. As the baseball season is now nearly 2 months old, we've yet to see replay be used here at TCU. But expect to see teams utilize it come postseason, as there's more on the line. But until then, I'm James Flowers, and this has been the story of replay in college baseball here on TCU Baseball Tonight on KTCU 88.7 FM, The Choice.